So now we've seen all of the different types of widgets available in the custom dashboard solution. Let's explore variables. So variables are a really nice way of essentially searching through the data that you want in your different widgets. They can be embedded into all types of widgets for all different data types, meaning a filter or a variable that's declared, or a variable, sorry, specifically that's declared from a log or a metric or a span can be used to filter other data types. So a log-driven variable can filter metric-driven widgets, no problem. So defining a new variable is really easy. There's this button here, and if you hover over it, it says add variable. When you click this, you'll see some options. So you can select from log field value, metric labels values, span field values, static values. Static values, of course, being values that you've actually decided yourself. Log field values come from the unique values of a field. So for example, if I select severity, I'll see the severities there, as one might expect. I can set the name of the variable as it will be used in the queries, like severity lowercase. I can also say like severity, maybe with capitalization, or maybe I'll give it another name just so. So now if I click save, what happens is that appears up here, and you see that severity label name actually appears in as part of the variable itself. It defaults to all. Now, this isn't connected to any of the widgets yet, and I thought I would start with a pre-built dashboard just to show you how that works. So I have two widgets here, metrics and logs. This also works for spans as well, but spans just use Lucene, so the same way that you configure it with logs, you can do it for span-driven widgets as well, span-driven queries, I should say, because as we know, one widget can be driven by logs, metrics, and spans at the same time. So if we open up logs here, we can see we have a typical event table. There's not a lot going on, but down here we can see this query: JSON HTTP request GeoIP country name, and then the country name variable here. And if we open up this country name variable here, we can actually see the variable name country underscore name, and all the different values that are in that drop down. So what I'm saying to the dashboarding solution is query by country name, unless it's all, in which case I'll pull everything. Now we can do the same thing in metrics. So I take the average load time by a given country. So country name is this, and I group it by countries, and that's why I've got all the countries down the side here. So what that means is when I select a specific country, let's say the UK, what I get are the metrics that pertain to that particular country and the log events that pertain to that particular country. This is to say that you can embed this variable into all of your widgets and turn your dashboard into a really nice interactive interface that can be filtered and viewed really, really easily and really cleanly, really effectively. So the idea here is just to show you the really simple definition of variables. And of course, variables can be updated as well. You just click on the actual label name as it's there. It will appear there. If you wish to delete it, you can delete it down there. So for example, with this one, we can also change how the values are going to appear, whether they're alphabetically in ascending order or descending order. If I click delete there, the variable's gone. So variables are saved as part of the dashboard, so really, really powerful and really easy to work with. This will mean that if you have very complex, high cardinality metrics, you can add these variables to zoom in on the specific values you care about, and you can do that across all of your widgets, logs, metrics, and traces, doesn't matter. So this is just a really simple run through of variables, but they're immensely powerful. Most great quality dashboards have them because they enable you to get detailed without having to leave the page. So I would strongly recommend putting some variables in for the typical things that your users search your dashboard on.